Well, something I've noticed over the years of being on the board is seeing it grow from 1 home to 2 homes to 3 homes.
On a day-to-day basis, there are certain routines that need to be held, and we do that to create a sense of stability and continuity in the house for the boys, because that's where we see that they thrive the best. So all 3 houses remain the same.
The children at Tannerhill participate in a variety of community activities. We've done things like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and dance classes, art clubs, town sports, soccer, basketball. When the kids fish, we go to Six Flags, camping trips and things like that.
Getting them adjusted to a home and having a backyard and being in a regular public school and knowing people in neighborhoods and just getting them acclimated to a stable, predictable, safe environment, because many of the kids have had pretty serious traumas.
It's a program that's so well-rounded. Every aspect of their life is taken care of. There isn't anything that they miss, from the dentist to the appointment with the psychiatrist.
Tannerhill is always there for me if I need them. I can always get a hold of somebody to help me through any situation that I may be in. I've had to call a few times, but they're always there to talk you through whatever it is.
How do you keep her safe in the playground? You know, how do you stay close enough to keep her safe but not hover?
Currently we have 6 boys, and we pretty much have found our niche with 6 boys living here. Each program operates with a program director that manages the staff and oversees the program. Each program also has a clinician.
The children that we serve, especially at their young age, have experienced something that we would say is traumatic, and it's had an effect on their development, both emotionally, physically, trauma being witness to domestic violence, children who have been neglected, children who maybe didn't get fed 3 times a day.
And then we have child care supervisors underneath the program director, and we have child care staff.
I try to help the child to adjust to this is their home. I think sometimes they feel like it's been so long since they've been there that I try to help the child find his or her role in the family.
We have a staff member who's a child care worker, but primarily does our cooking, our food purchasing, our food inventory, our house cleaning.
A lot of it is just natural growth. Kids come and they don't know how to use a fork, and they don't know how to, they graduate from taking a bath to taking a shower.
And so that person gets our kids off to school, and then at 2 o'clock our second shift comes on.
Supervising the transition of the children home from school, anywhere from homework to the implementation of individual behavioral plans. So I'm there on the floor, every day working with these boys.
And then we have overnight staff that come on at 10 o'clock at night.
There's somebody there 24 hours. There's always somebody watching them.
And we follow that routine day by day.
Tannerhill has adopted a treatment model that's called PBS, which stands for Positive Behavioral Support. Instead of pointing the finger and saying, no, you're wrong, you shouldn't have done that, because it's a no consequence model, it allows us the opportunity to sit with the child, to discuss the situation at hand, and to come up with a restoration. There's a restorative process that we do with the boys and at the girls' house as well, where we offer them choices or options to make amends to the people that were involved in the situation. In essence, when the child starts seeing that we believe in them, they in turn start believing in themselves. They actually start caring for other people as well. It becomes a real emotion that they act on.
You see them letting down their anger. They're able to control their own emotions more. They're able to articulate how they're feeling rather than just explode.
And we've learned, like I have posters in my home all over with positive notes. I'll bring them over to the poster and I'll make him read it. And it's amazing, he'll stop and he'll go, I wasn't respectful, and I need to apologize to Pepe because I was too noisy this morning. And for them to realize it on their own is fantastic.
This is the children's world, and we have lots of dolls, from army figures to dinosaurs to animals. And what we'll do is we'll use the sand tray, which is a specific kind of instrument used in art therapy and play therapy. The idea is, in a creative way, have the child express their world inside that sandbox. We'll use different activities and different approaches, so they use these figures to act out those emotions in real life. Feel that emotion and express it and get it out. And it's not a one-shot deal, though. It's something that has to be done over and over and over again.
I actually seen an ad in a magazine. It was like a brochure for things that you do with children in the summertime, and there was an ad in there about Tannerhill, and it had said, would you like to work with children with special needs?
We actually started performing the service of foster care in February of 2006. Today, we have 40 children residing in foster homes throughout the state of Rhode Island. So that's actually a rapid growth in a short amount of time. The level of support that these children need is a greater involvement for a foster parent. Therefore, we try to support them at a higher level. Our stipend is pretty generous. Our support is 24 hours. Family coordinators are involved with foster parents. Again, our training program is one of the best in the state.
I think living out in the country is nice and quiet for them. They're away from the hustle and bustle of all of the noisiness. And some of them in the beginning are like, they ask what kind of animals live in the woods and are they gonna come into the yard.
So there'll be a lot of kids. On a weekly basis, I help and I go check out the house and I speak with foster families and the foster children separately and together to make sure that there's no issues with either. If there are issues with either, we try to work through them.
Because sometimes it takes them a while to break down those walls. Some of them, they never break down the walls, but many of them do. They come in and they just want to have stability, a family, a mom and a dad, sisters and brothers, and just be a part of something and not be alone.
Because I'm a foster parent also through another agency, I know how difficult it is for foster families and for foster parents. So I like to be able to give them my personal experiences and be able to help them get past that.
And now we're supporting the families more than just the kids too. And I think it goes deeper into the family. So we're trying to help the family before it completely ruptures.
Our next program that we just launched this year is Strengthening Families, where we actually go into the homes and work with the family as a whole versus having the child being taken out of the home.
My personal experience is that by the time the family gets to sit down with me for the first time, they've been through a whole lot. The children have been taken away. The family's experienced a lot of loss. There's a lot of confusion. So right away, that family needs to know that I'm not here to judge. It's my job to be part of your team to help you get your family back together. And that's how our relationship starts off.
My job in Tannerhill as an agency, we really provide families with support and we offer the understanding that it could really be any of us.
In 6 aspects of their lives, we help them so they can become better parents and maintain their families and keep their families intact.
I've helped parents find housing, jobs, furniture, clothing.
So we're impacting the families at both ends, at the preventative end before they disrupt, and we're also trying to insulate their services even after a child has been placed back home with them.
I've been lucky enough to have a wonderful family experience and to come from a really strong background, and I'd like to be able to share that with other families. I think that people tend to take for granted, things that we all have, and it has opened my eyes.
I'm very proud to be a member of the Tannerhill crew, and I feel that I'm doing something good. When I leave work every day, I have a little place in my heart where I'm content with what I've done that day and with the hope that I just might have made a difference, and it keeps me going back the next day.